Robinson?
Yes.
Committeewoman Smith?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Fay?
Yes. Does anyone wish to remove any items from the consent agenda? Bobby, please read the title of each resolution.
Resolution 2025-79, authorizing a mediation agreement with the New Jersey Builders Association regarding ground affordable housing. Resolution 2025-80, authorizing the execution of a certification of compliance with the United States Equal Employment Opportunity Commission enforcement guidance on the consideration of arrest and conviction records and employment decisions under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Resolution 2025-81, appointing Ryan as part-time construction official, building subcode official.
We're live
Officer,
in Lumberton Township,
Resolution 2025-82,
where the drunk mayor,
Officer
had her kid in the car, was arrested for endangering the welfare of a child, and yeah, we're gonna go in the meeting. I just forgot my my little speech here.
Robinson? Yes. Committeewoman Smith?
Yes.
You might be able to hear the meeting going on inside because I have a mic inside.
Bobby, please read the title of the next resolution.
Resolution 2025-85, resolution entitled Municipal Budget, notice introducing the municipal budget.
This officer is going to make me surrender my Fourth Amendment to express my First Amendment.
Hearing being held on May 1st, 2025.
May I have a motion to approve resolution 2025-085?
Leave that down here so that the fence will go off. Leave that person down here.
Do any committee members have any questions?
All right, good. Have a good one.
Bobby, roll call vote, please.
Committeeman Benson?
What's going on?
Yes.
Committeeman Robinson?
It's all right.
Smith?
You can go first.
Deputy Mayor Fay?
All right.
The public hearing and adoption of the 2025 municipal budget will take place on
All right, man. Have a
May
good one.
1st,
Thanks.
2025, here in the courtroom of the Lumberton Township Municipal Building at 7 p.m. Bobby, any items you wish to bring to the attention of the committee?
I do not, thank you.
Bobby, are there any unfinished business matters you wish to bring to the attention of the committee?
There is not, and there's no new business either, Deputy Mayor Fay. And if I could just pause you right there. Apparently, there is no volume being provided on the YouTube. So if you just give me a moment to try and figure that out.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. And just for the record, everybody in the room can hear us, correct? Thank you.
I'll let you guys know when they come back in. I might end it now because I don't know what they're doing right now. I don't know. You'll be able to see the meeting live on the Lumberton Township page. I'm going to probably end it here for now. It says they're going live. I'll let you guys know, but look for the link if anybody can find it. So they're going live on YouTube. Trying to, anyways.
Mike's on now. Can you hear me?
Well, for everybody, we're in Lumberton, Township of Lumberton. This is where the
I'm doing
mayor
that now.
had her kid in the back and was arrested for child endangerment and DUI. She crashed her car. The cops arrested her. And she's not here. She's the chair at the meeting. We got news crews here, setting up over here, one over there,
Thank you, Lumberton, for your patience.
police officer, another news crew there. Full court, what's up? We're in Lumberton. I don't know if you saw Jersey Watcher's video. Where the mayor got arrested for child endangerment and DUI. And she's the chair and she's not even here. They're trying to go live on YouTube, but they can't. I don't know why. I guess I can, but can someone leave me a comment and let me know if the picture's good and the audio's good? Yeah, she was wasted. Full court. Oh, full court. Can you put the link in the group chat that we have so everybody can see it? Let them know I'm live. Thanks, I appreciate that. I'm not sure. My buddy Leroy and Scalzo, we can't leave them hanging. Volume low, I think their live streams. Yeah, their live stream did stop. They're trying to fix it now. Yeah. That's what they're doing. What's up, Sassy Kisses? How you doing? See, they're trying to fix their live stream. Share this video. We've only got 4 people in. Hell yeah. Thank you. Thank you, full court. I appreciate it.
Are you male?
In this day and age, can you send Christo the link as well? Christo and Mikey? No problem, Sassy Kisses. I figured everybody should see this. What's up, Scalzo? What's up, Leroy? They're having technical issues with their live. I'm not. Sorry, I was trying to whisper. Thank you, Sassy Kisses. No, the mayor is not here. I'll try to speak up. Yeah, I wonder who's the chair here in this meeting. Thanks, Leroy. I appreciate that. They're still trying, though. Everyone is quiet. That's why I'm trying to whisper. Yeah, I'm just trying to whisper, you know, for in there. I don't want to be kicked out of there, but I don't know what it was. Cabernet Sauvignon. I'm not sure. Good. I'm glad. Sassy, yeah. That is funny. Nobody is talking amongst themselves. Good old YouTube studio. This is like the 4th or 5th time they try to go live. Let's see if it happens.
How about now? Hopefully this works.
Yes, there's the news here. We have one camera crew there, one camera crew over here.
Motion to approve, oh, this is, I'm sorry, may I have a motion to approve bills over $5,000 on the bill list dated 4/3/2025 to the committee?
So moved, Benson.
Bobby, roll call vote, please.
Yes, Committeeman Benson.
Yes.
Committeeman Robinson.
Yes.
Committeewoman Smith. And Deputy Mayor Fett.
Yes.
Thank you.
May I have a motion to approve the regular bill list and check register dated 4/3/2025?
So moved, Benson.
Can everyone hear them?
Bobby, roll call vote, please.
Committeeman Benson.
Yes.
Committeewoman Robinson.
Yes.
Committeewoman Smith.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Fett.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right,
In
good.
accordance with the Lumberton Township Ordinance 2022-01, I will receive and direct all comments from and responses to the public. Each committee member may be given the opportunity to discuss or respond to the public comment. Comments or responses shall be limited to 5 minutes. I would now like to open up the meeting for public comment. If you would like to address the committee,
Public
please
comment.
step forward to the microphone and begin by stating your name, address for the record. And I believe that Bobby will be giving
Oh, shit.
Yes, I'll be
30
giving,
second.
when it comes to the 30-second time, I will be politely interjecting and saying 30 seconds remaining.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Good evening, Dawn Donahue, 79 Boardtown, Chesterfield Road, Chesterfield, New Jersey. I'm back again. I know you guys have seen it. The footage came out of your mayor. The governor has chimed in, and he does not chime in. Even when our mayor was convicted, he didn't even chime in. So kudos to you on that. I want to say thank you to Committeeman Benson for speaking up, but I think all of you guys need to band together now because your silence is leading to her allowing to do this behavior. There's that saying, if you see something, you say something. You have to do it. You have to band together and say, we think it's in the best interest of the community that you resign. Because the more you guys stay quiet, the more she feels that this behavior is acceptable. I said it before, I'll say it again. I'm not judge, jury, or executioner, but I do know this. She needs to focus on herself to be the best version of herself. All of us have to. If we're not the best versions of ourselves, we can't be the best version of ourselves for friends, for our significant others, for our kids, and that's just in general. Her behavior on that video was not only embarrassing to the residents, but I feel bad for the police to have to do that. And her blood alcohol was so high, they had to take her to the hospital. At some point, if everybody stays silent, you guys are condoning this behavior, and you cannot let it go on anymore. You guys have to make the executive decision to say, our town means more to us than one person does. And I don't know what's going on. I don't know why only one of you spoke up, and I know
Does
it took a
anybody
lot
know
of
what her
guts to do
BAC
it,
was
but
in the
you guys
chat?
have got to speak up. The other thing is, you guys have residents in this town that are probably doing some pretty incredible things, and she has overshadowed all of this. You have media coverage in here. You probably have never
Yes,
had
please
media
like
coverage
and
like
share this video. We're
So at
live.
some point, sitting here and not saying anything, you're allowing this behavior. And I get that there's that whole thing that they have to do the election recall, but I'm sorry. If you guys all band together and say, listen, Gina, we wish you the best. We want you to get the help. We feel what's best for the community that elected us is for you to step down. Between you guys and the governor, I think maybe she'll do it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm giving her a little too much credit. But with that being said, you've got to think about the residents, because at the end of the day, the residents elect you, and the residents can pull that rug out from underneath of you. And don't let her destroy this town, because that's exactly what's happening. And I'll say it again, and I'll say it again. I was at schools, 2 schools, no food so far in me. I had a work meeting, and I'm back here again. I feel like it's Groundhog Day. But I just don't want to be the person that if she gets out of rehab and comes back to doing this and does something worse, myself or other therapy dog handlers are going to have to clean this up. And I'm going to say this as much as I can. None of you know what it's like. I've been there for tragedies. It takes a toll not only on me as a human being, but on my dog. And I'm tired of coming to things when it could have been prevented. And it hurts me because these residents deserve better.
Yes,
They
you
deserve a committee that's gonna stand up for them, and they deserve a committee that's gonna have their backs. And I feel bad for them. And I want you to
She
know
was
that I
charged
went to
with
my
child
meeting
endangerment
last Thursday,
and
and I told our solicitor, thank you for being here,
DUI.
because he came with balls of whatever he needed to answer my questions or anybody's questions. And again, I just need you guys to understand, I really appreciate Committeeman Benson for speaking up, but I think by you three staying
And the
silent
mayor's not even
is
here.
it's speaking volumes. And in my opinion, and I may be wrong, so please don't take this the wrong way, but if you were in my town and my committee didn't do this, we'd be protesting out there. But by not speaking up, it's speaking volumes. I feel like if I was a resident, I would be like, there's only one committee person that cares about us. Because at the end of the day, if you watch that video, I'm sure you did, and I know everybody
Is she
in this
really in
audience
rehab?
did, and the media
Find that
did.
out, please.
She had her kid in the car. She was stumbling. Understand that if you guys don't step in and she does not proceed to focus on herself, this is gonna be a moot point, because the next time around, there is no coming back.
Excuse me, you have 30 seconds remaining.
Thank you.
Yes.
And I get it, no one was hurt, thank God.
Go to Jersey Watchers
Please,
channel
do the residents
to
a
see the
favor,
video.
band together and tell her it's time for her to resign.
Thank you for your comment.
Hi, my name is Bryce Gordon of 5 Neal's Court, Lumberton, New Jersey. I'm here, this is my first time being here, so this is kind of a shock to me. I'm asking around, people are saying there's only 5 people that usually come to these drawings. We got cameras crew, yo, like, come on, are you serious? How are y'all standing up here and not embarrassed? I just heard that you said something about it, appreciate you, bro. Y'all three gotta say something, because it's only so much that we can do. Y'all actually standing up here and sitting next to this coward. Where is she at? Y'all saying she's at rehab? Allegedly, she posted on.
Yeah, can anyone find out where she is?
This is how I figured out about it. This happened on my Twitter. Refuse to call it X. But I found out about this on Twitter when she's sending emails to people talking about, I'm not in rehab, shut up, I'm not stepping down for nothing. Are we serious? We allowing this? I'm sorry. When I first heard about this, I was like, no way, this is Lumberton, New Jersey. It's like Lumberton, Florida or something, or Lumberton, Wisconsin. Ain't no way this is Lumberton, New Jersey. Then shout out Law and Crime YouTube channel. I love y'all. I watch y'all every day. They posted a video about this drawing. I see that. I see a picture of her standing right there in the center with that in the background. I'm like, no way. I've been in here, not for nothing crazy, just for some traffic tickets. But I've been in here. I saw that drawing. I'm like, wait, that's my town. Well, hold on. Then I'm like, okay, innocent until proven guilty. Cool. Then Law and Crime shout out again. Posted a video a few days ago of her body cam. She's hopping out the car, tripping. Are we serious? Tripping off gin? Dog, listen, maybe I'm different, but it takes a few bottles of gin to get me tipsy. I'm more of a tequila guy because it hits right away. And mind you, broad daylight, by the way. Broad daylight on St. Patty's Day. She's picking up her kid. It's not like it's 8 o'clock where it's like, all right, I mean, you shouldn't be driving for sure, but maybe you get a little tipsy, I get it. But it's broad daylight. She's picking up her kid from daycare? Are we serious? And nobody got hurt. You know what happened allegedly, where the accident happened on? Her kid's side. It's not even like it happened on her side, where it's like, all right, maybe she was defending the kid or something. She hit a pole, allegedly, on her kid's side, and she didn't know until she got out the car. Are we serious? And y'all aren't saying nothing? Like, listen, maybe I'm different, but I'm a 23-year-old man. When I got a kid with me, no matter if it's my kid, no matter if it's I don't care. It's my responsibility to make sure that kid's safe, especially in my car. Are you serious? I'm making sure that kid gets home safe, that kid is fed, drank. I'm making sure that kid had a fun time, make sure there's no cuss words, make sure he ain't learning nothing, or she learning nothing bad.
11,
like, that's my responsibility as an adult. The kid can't, 2 years old, 2.
Channel 3.
That kid can't can't
Eyewitness
talk,
News,
barely
Unfiltered.
can walk. The bro walked to
There's
his door all by himself. The mom just standing there.
KWI
Shout out those
News.
3 police officers, by the way. I didn't think y'all had the balls to arrest her. Shout out y'all. I don't know y'all name, but I saw y'all on camera. I bet you if I see y'all right here, I would say it to y'all face. Shout out. I'm glad Lumberton got a good police system because this probably happened in another town. It'll probably be swept under the rug. And shout out to these
There's at
news.
least 4 or
Appreciate y'all
5
for actually
news
showing
agencies
out
here.
and doing something like this for this coward. She doesn't even got the balls to sit up here and say something. She's making y'all look like a joke. She's making y'all sit in front of all these cameras, sit in front of all these people and have to defend her. Y'all have to listen to me, when really it should just be her. She should only be listening to me. I want to call her a coward to her face, because she is one. And her husband is a firefighter. He a coward too, because firefighters know what drunk drivers look like,
Thank
especially
you,
with
Leroy. I
kids in the
appreciate
car.
that.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? They got a specialty tool to get people out of them joints, and he nonchalant sitting on the door talking about, oh yeah, she got a problem. Really, if she got a problem, she shouldn't be a mayor. She shouldn't be a mayor.
He is good. I like him.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Deputy Mayor, before we proceed to the next individual, as we spoke earlier, the individual that called seeking an accommodation is available. Would you be acceptable to that call?
That might be in this day and age.
Sir, you can speak. Thank you. Hello? Yes, you can continue. Thank you.
We gather not only as citizens of this community, but
This is in this day and age.
its integrity and its future. It is with a heavy heart that I address the recent actions of Mayor Gina LaPlaca of Lumberton, New Jersey. Her arrest on charges of driving under the influence and endangering the welfare of her child has cast a shadow over the trust that we place in our leaders. The body-worn camera video footage has been featured on the YouTube channel Jersey Watcher. Like, share, and subscribe. The facts are clear.
Like, share, and subscribe. Jersey Watcher.
The mayor was apprehended for driving under the influence with a blood alcohol content nearly 4 times the legal limit. Even more troubling, her young child was in the vehicle at the time, a situation that could have led to unthinkable consequences. This is not only a lapse in judgment, it is a breach of the ethical and moral responsibilities that come with public office. The laws are unambiguous when it comes to the welfare of children. Case law such as matter of Mendoza-Osorio underscores that actions likely to harm a child's physical, mental, or moral welfare are categorically unacceptable. Mayor LaPlaca's actions align disturbingly with these definitions, highlighted the gravity of her misconduct. Leadership is not just about policy or governance, it's about embodying the principles we
It's
hold dear.
on the phone, so it's a call in.
Setting an example for the community, especially for our youth. When a leader falters so egregiously, it is not just their reputation that suffers, it is the community's faith in the institution. Governor Phil Murphy and many residents have called for Mayor LaPlaca to resign. I also call for her to resign. This isn't a partisan issue, it's a matter of accountability and the preservation of public trust. While we acknowledge the mayor's struggles and hope for her recovery, responsibilities of her office demand a level of conduct that she has failed to uphold. Let us use this opportunity and moment not to only demand accountability, but also reaffirm our commitment to the values that define us as a community. Let us ensure that our leaders are held to the highest standards, for it's through their example that we inspire the next generation. I call on the council to a vote of no confidence on this mayor and her ability to lead Lumberton Township. It's a travesty that this has happened, but it happened, and we need to hold her accountable, just like we would with any other citizen. But this is the mayor, and she needs to be held accountable by the council and demand her resignation, just as the governor and myself have done. It's a travesty that this happened, but enough is enough. I yield my time.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
That was in this day and age.
Mr. Logan from 16
Go like,
Easler.
share, and subscribe.
I ask that you guys all call on her to resign. And if not, I ask you specifically, Committeeman Benson, would you sign a recall petition of Mayor Gina LaPlaca?
Yes.
Lori Fay, Deputy Mayor, would you sign a recall petition of Mayor LaPlaca?
Yes.
Amanda Smith, Committeewoman, would you sign a recall petition of Mayor LaPlaca?
Yes.
Committeeman Robinson, would you sign a recall petition of Mayor LaPlaca?
Yes.
And will you all ask her to resign? Committeeman Robinson?
Yes.
Committeewoman Smith?
Ultimately, the request isn't up to me.
I'm just asking if you will request that she resign. Or will you stand by her?
I would request that she takes time to get better.
And how much time do you think that should take? And is there bylaws that say how many meetings specifically that she can miss until she is removed?
Every situation is different.
Are there bylaws?
Yes.
And how many is she allowed to miss until she's removed?
For the record, there are no bylaws.
Oh.
There's state statute.
Then what is the statute? How many times can she miss?
It's not specific about meetings, it's specific about time, and it's my understanding it's about 8 weeks, but that is without looking at the statute right here.
And how long does a recovery from alcoholism of her extent usually take? Does anybody know? Because I think it's a little more than 8 weeks. Well, how about somebody who was driving 4 times the legal limit with their 2-year-old child in the car? I'd say they have quite a problem.
I would think that person would take a lot longer than most others.
Is your mic working?
Deputy Mayor, would you ask
No, I don't
Mayor
think
LaPlaca
so.
to resign?
Testing 1, 2.
There we go.
Thank you.
So I would say my short answer is, yes.
Excuse me, sir, your time is up after this question.
Thank you.
I'll continue.
And Committeeman Benson, would you ask her to resign?
Would you
Yes,
hold
as I
this?
stated in my previous,
Thank you, I appreciate it.
statement last meeting, should take the time that she needs, but yes, she does need to resign and step down. We need to move the town forward. This is not helping situations. Let's try to move the business forward.
Thank you. If we do not get a resignation soon, we will be submitting that paperwork for a letter of intent for recall. Thank you.
And for the record, I would like to just state that 8 weeks is for unexcused medical reasons. So if she has an excuse, then that does not apply.
South Jersey News. I was hoping for the mayor to be here, but I guess she's not. But I wanted to say, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This isn't just a mistake. This isn't some just minor lapse of justice. This is a disgrace. The mayor, the person elected to lead this town, got behind the wheel drunk with a toddler in the back seat, and she also crashed her car. Let's not sugarcoat this. Gina put her own child's life at risk. She put everyone on the road's life at risk. What if she had killed someone? We'd all be standing here mourning the tragedy instead of demanding justice for the crime that still somehow hasn't led to her stepping down. And you know what makes it even worse? If it were any of us sitting here today and got caught driving with a kid, wasted with a kid in the car, we'd all be in jail right now. We wouldn't have the luxury of waiting to see what happens. Our jobs would be gone. Our names would be dragging through the mud. And I'm sure as hell, we still wouldn't be holding a position of power like nothing happened. This town is pissed. We are disgusted. And we are not going to sit back and let this be swept under the rug. The mayor, she failed this town. She failed as a leader, and worst of all, she failed as a mother that day. You don't get to come back from this. You don't get to smile and pretend like this was just a bad dream. We demand your resignation now, not next week, not after some PR stunt where you apologize and try to spin this, but now. Lumberton deserves better. Our kids deserve better. Our community deserves better. And if you won't do the right thing and step down, then we'll make sure you're removed. So to the officers who held the line and did their jobs with integrity, we stand with you. But to the mayor, enough of the bullshit. You are done. Step down now. Thanks, man. What's that?
Good evening. My name is Maury Piscatella. I live at 5 Turnbridge Drive in Lumberton.
Excuse me, can you just move closer to the microphone so that everybody can hear you?
Okay. So I wanted to, we all know what happened in the video. We all know what what was released on the page, so we knew what the BAC was. But we're all acting like this is a simple
Was it terrible
addiction.
sound?
The addiction usually is just the one individual, the individual that is hurting themselves, whether it's alcohol, and anybody that has dealt with counseling in these matters, we know that this isn't the first time that she's driven drunk. This is just the first time that she's been arrested and charged, because that is what's typical of those that either drink or do drugs when they're driving. What concerns me is that when the arrest happened, that the husband was saying that that she was a recovering alcoholic. Secondly, he was more concerned about the witness than he was about his own child.
That would be amazing,
or
Leroy.
every single person on the road. And so I'm not concerned about what happened. I'm angry, because my kids are on this road and they have cars that they can afford, which, as you know, when you're young, they are defenseless against expensive cars or bigger cars. So she decided and made a choice to not only drive during the day drunk, but to drive Delran, Morristown, Mount Laurel, and Lumberton. She put not only the Lumberton citizens at risk, but every single jogger, bicyclist, walker. Think about this. Those time periods, kids were coming home from school. Parents were driving their cars and vans full of children. And she crossed the middle of the line to the opposing traffic. How many times? We have to look at the video again. But this individual who witnessed it saw it more than a few times and went into the grass and back on. So this isn't a simple, one and done. This isn't a simple glass of wine and you're done. My issue is that the reason why she needs to resign is that she is more concerned about her position than she is about herself or her children or her family or any of us. She doesn't work for herself. She works for the taxpayers of this town. She answers to us. She can't even handle answering to herself. And an addictive personality, this takes a very long time. And someone with that level of alcohol with open containers during the day, driving with your kids, every single wrong decision that you can make, and you're telling me that she can handle the stress, which is really difficult when you're an addict. She can handle the position of mayor. This isn't gonna stop. We're not gonna quietly go away and say, oh, she's cured. There's no such thing. And when we counsel these people, they regress over and over again. So this is a long-term thing. She needs to resign. She needs to take her family and her husband, and they need to get together, because it's not working for the township. And it's a massive embarrassment. And we have a lot of good people on this committee, but you guys are telling me not one of you knew that she had a drinking problem. Now, I have a problem with that because I counsel people that are addicts. So that means that you either ignored it or hoped that this wasn't going to impact somebody. So if this is ignored, and then next time that she either injures or kills someone, it won't just be her neck on the line. It will be every one of you. So think about everybody else and be selfish and think about your position, because now you are at risk too. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
What a great speaker. You're good.
Good evening, or how you say, hola. My name is Luis. I'm a Mahali resident in the county of Burlington. Just curious question. Revolution 80 and 84, can you explain to me in more depth?
Yes. The resolution 2025-84?
80 and 84.
80 and 84?
Spirit and the Spine, definitely.
So with regard to 84, that is it's It's basically,
I hope you can hear all the speakers because I put a mic directly on their microphone. You see the green light?
energy savings, and it's going to be built to the safety code and standards, and it will provide over half of the subscribers low and moderate income households, and it will be built with an existing rooftop on the location of 691 Main Street, and it's good use of a rooftop space, and the asset management team will be reaching out to the residents of Lumberton Township for those interested in that particular project.
In this day and age,
then
that's Bobby,
2580
the one you were speaking to on the phone.
A standard, basically a standard resolution that we do each year prior to the introduction of the resolution. So it's kind of like just a standard format resolution that's required.
Thank you. And a question for the solicitor, if you can answer it. At the last meeting, you said the entire committee cannot censor the mayor. Am I right?
I did not say.
Okay, you can
I did not
rephrase
say
it.
she couldn't be censored. I just said that is something we were considering. And that, yeah, they
Okay.
have the ability to censure.
You guys have all the power right now to censor her. You have all rights and power, like they did censor our ex-mayor Richard Dow. You have the power to do that, to censor her for any further action against, on her duties. That's allowed. I know that I was there.
Yeah, so, yes, they have.
It can't be
every
any different than
committee
Mount
member
Holly
has-
and Lumberton.
Yeah, so every committee member has the ability, they would have to pass a resolution to censure the mayor. It's just something that they are considering actively.
I would like you guys to start a revolution before the end of the night on your agenda to have a executive session to how to censor the mayor for any further action. Second is the real reason is
I will let them know.
our Gina's husband, Jason Curry, should be there, helping her instead of corrupting both towns. He should both of them step down as a fire director and Gina as the mayor, just for her husband to take care of her. I'm just wondering what is Gina's kids is thinking about, especially Nick, the oldest. Why he
Maybe
looking at this, his mom being in the news. What Angela think about it? Well, everybody, I say,
maybe, I don't know, 40,
for
50,
this to
50
be
people,
correct,
including news
the
crews.
right choice is for Jason Carter, the fire director of Mahal, to step down and take care of Gina. That's the best solution
Sir,
for both towns.
Mr. Lopez, we can't comment on that.
Thank you. So I have, if you want more info, more in-depth, just type in Google and YouTube Louis Lopez Mount Holly. You will find all the videos of both towns to see kind of why is Jason Carter is being corrupted. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. Chris Tommins, 114 Harrogate Drive. Yesterday I sent Mr. Robinson over there some questions that I was going to ask, and most of them have been
You could be
answered,
right, Leroy.
but I will ask them again. To piggyback off of what Louis just said, are you guys prepared today?
No, they are not.
To censor her? Say that again? Are you prepared today to censor her?
People are just walking up.
You can answer or interrupt me, but are you prepared today to remove her as mayor and reappoint a new mayor going forward, if that is the case? On Tuesday, Governor Murphy came out, said that she should step down. Do you guys agree? Do you agree with her, with Governor Murphy?
I agree with the governor's comments.
Okay. I mean, I think you guys all pretty much answered the question with some of the other stuff, but I'm just going to go through. This one hasn't been asked, but according to reports that she is in inpatient rehab, and
I already went up,
how
Leroy.
the workings of inpatient rehab are, have her computer, tablets, phones for the township been turned in So, and her email's credentials shut off, so she does not have any access to sensitive information, and or anybody else has access to that
In this day and age,
information?
can you put the phone number in so people can call in?
No, nobody's.
No, not as of yet, I'm sorry.
Okay, so no, so she still has access to anything if she was in or not in.
It was my understanding that she voluntarily returned that.
I mean, it would go to, you would know, or Bobby would know, so.
But it wasn't turned in the bottom.
We have not.
You can do a call in.
Township
The,
stuff. No. Okay, so
Ronco
she
from
still has
in this
access.
day and age called in.
Um,
Ronco, can you put that number up?
so you answered my question number 5 about publicly calling for her to step
One
down.
moment, I think our administrator. Meredith, did you want to say something?
Why doesn't she ever show up? We pay her money, right? She's what? She's never been to the meeting though when I've come.
Say it again, please, Meredith, and I'll say it out loud. We said no devices have been turned in, and say it again. She made a note to say that the mayor does not have access to any confidential information, so security numbers, she would have to request that internally.
Okay, but
That was, yeah.
my question is like nothing's been turned in, so
No.
somebody, if it's sitting on her kitchen counter and somebody has the login, somebody can log in, look at their stuff, right? Okay, that's all I needed. The two of you came out, Mr. Benson and Mr. Robinson, and said you would call for her to step down. You guys kind of didn't really answer the question 100%. So we have that. Following the release of the body cam footage, one of the comments that really struck me was that you guys up here, we have great police officers, great police staff, great chief. They're awesome. They're fantastic in the community. On that footage, 3 times she asked, call Chief Nippens, call Chief Nippens, call Chief Nippens. Will you guys come out and publicly condemn her for saying that, because it puts him in an awkward position? And just to note, he was hired by Gina when he was brought in. So that goes as a conflict of interest, suggests that she had a motive of trying to get special treatment, of asking for that.
What's up, Brandon?
And her husband are known for that, because there is another body cam footage of her husband doing the same
Brandon,
thing
please share this video.
in Mount Holly
Mr.
in
Jones, you
December.
have 30 seconds left.
Has she apologized to you guys? Has she apologized to the employees that she so holds in high regards for putting you up here to do this? I have like 2 minutes because she was trying to get a question, a response. I have 2 questions left. Why have you guys not come out with a statement publicly apologizing for this? Why hasn't she? She sent an email saying that she's not going to resign. No sorry to the township, no sorry to the community, no sorry to anybody, not even her kid. And this will go for you guys. If you guys won't publicly come out and say you'll ask her to resign, are you willing to jeopardize your public service careers by standing behind her?
Your time is up. Thank you.
That's right, in this day and age. Thank you, Leroy. I appreciate that.
Jeff Eversmeyer, 203.
Yo,
across from
Lefty,
Mount
what's
Holly.
going on, brother?
My question to you guys, it's very refreshing. The bigger story is actually going on in Mount Holly with our fire commission. If you want to view the tapes from yesterday and the way our residents are being treated, I don't know who got you guys elected. Was it the Jason Carty? Did he back any of you on the last election? Yes? How about you? Yes. How about you? Okay, well, in our town, we just had an election, and Jason Carty packed the other team, which won. And it was a very nasty campaign, a lot of lies and misrepresentations. So he evidently, that's
love
his
that,
MO.
Leroy.
He loves to do it in the background. And so he got you guys elected. So if you want to go to some of our council meetings, everything is a 3-2 vote. 3 of his guys and 2 of ours. And nobody has any rights to say anything. They control our meeting. Watch our meetings of our fire commission yesterday. It's absolutely crazy. I got cut off. They don't let you talk. They don't answer your questions. Is this the way this township's going to? Because that's the way he treats everybody. Everybody that's up there, they disrespect the residents. I hadn't gotten involved. I've got grandkids. I haven't been involved for years. I came back. The disrespect to our residents in Mount Holly by the people who have been voted in by Jason Carty is unbelievable. And this press needs to go there to a fire commission meeting and review it from yesterday. The way they treat our residents is bad. They just do what they want to do, and nobody can speak back. And if you do, they try to crush you. So I guess if you guys go against your backer, you guys will probably get crushed, and the next time there's an election, he'll bring up all this misinformation about you guys up there. So anyway, that's what I've got to say about it. But this is ridiculous that Jason Carty, you guys elected. You guys are in now. And last time I was here, I listened to you guys. You actually sound like you care about this town. You really do. I think you care about the town. But in our town, only people who bring anything up, any resolutions up to the town, is the mayor and the manager. Nobody else has a voice in our town. We've got 5 people on the commission, or on the town council. 2 of them never get to bring anything up. The 3 Jason Carty appointees bring up everything. And the only people who actually bring anything to council to be heard or decided upon are the mayor. They changed that when they won the election. The mayor and the township manager. And that's unheard of, because why do we have 5 people sitting up? Right now you got 4 people sitting up here. And whatever, one day, the only person who can make the decision is the girl right up there in the front, and the manager. The rest of your voices are unheard. Come to a council meeting, I dare you, and I watch the press would go there, and listen how they disrespect the residents. They don't care about how the residents feel. They don't let them talk. We get 3 minutes. They cut it down for 5. Now we only get 3, and they never respond to you. I listened to the whole meeting yesterday at the fire commission. They do not respond to anybody. You ask a question, we'll take it under advisement.
I'm going to talk to him after he gets down.
Or do this or do that. They never get back to you. Call a number, they don't get back to you. And this is the way this township's going to head, unless you 4 step up and do what you think is right. I think all of you, listening to you talk last time, I don't even know you people, but listening to you talk, I truly believe that Lumberton is in your hearts, and you want to see the right thing happen. But nobody wants to do anything. I assume that she wasn't elected mayor. She was appointed by the mayor by 5 people that voted. She was appointed. So you guys can unappoint her and replace her. Am I correct? Was she appointed or was she elected to mayor?
She was appointed.
Appointed. She wasn't elected as mayor. She'd still be a councilwoman, but she's not the mayor. This is absurd that you guys don't think, you think that she should hold the post as a mayor.
Legally, we cannot remove her as mayor.
You're not removing her, you're just making her a councilman.
Not true.
Oh, okay. So she just can't be removed as the mayor because she got voted in by the 4 councilmen here. So it's a 1-year term, because every year when we have a new turnover, we pick a new. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, so I guess I'm wrong. But it seems to me like that would be the thing to do. So I'm telling you right now in the press, come to the next council meeting because they're trying to do something with hospitals. Come to the fire board commission meeting and look at that from yesterday and listen to the way they treat the residents. And tell me I'm not wrong or I'm imagining things. They tell you to shut up and sit down and we're not answering any questions. And I don't want to see this happen in Lumberton because I have friends that live in Lumberton
Sir,
and they deserve more. Thank you.
Sir?
Thank you.
Sir?
Yeah,
I got myself elected.
great.
Jason did not elect me. Her husband did not elect me.
Okay.
I did the footwork to get myself elected on behalf of, thank you for the democracy of the town.
Right. Well, I worked on our campaign, and everything was a straight, legitimate campaign. Everything was fact-based. And then all you see is smears and lies on the other side. So congratulations. I appreciate it, because that's what we try to do in Mount Holly. Unfortunately, we didn't win. Sir?
Mount Holly.
No one will ever tell a resident they don't have voices. We work for the residents. As long as I sit up here, you guys are the voice.
Come to Mount Holly.
Our job is to listen to the residents, not to listen to somebody outside voices or anything of that nature. I don't want anybody to ever think that it's because she's here or she's not here. Whatever's going on in Mount Holly, that's not Holly, this is Lumberton.
I understand that.
Lumberton will never change what-
We've got 2 people on council in Mount Holly that can talk, will answer questions and talk, but they're told to shut up. Same with the fire commission. You watched last night. 2 fire commissioners, shut up. 3 of them made all the decisions. This is the way it is.
I believe you've run through your time. Thank you.
Okay.
My name
Before
is
you leave,
Amy
brother, can I get your
Callahan. I live
information?
at 236
Talk about
Mount Spring
Mount Holly?
Avenue
Yeah.
in Lumberton.
Thanks, man, I appreciate it.
I also own Brightest Beginnings, located at 1632 Route 38 in Lumberton. I've been in business for 19 years in this town. I am going to, again, plead with you all. First off, I am extremely disappointed in our solicitor, Mr. Dickey. Unfortunately, I personally believe he is leading you incorrectly. We, your town, that you say you're supporting, we're asking you, cancel this, go into executive session, file a motion for censorship or a motion of non-competence. Stop this meeting right now and go vote. Show the town you support them in what they're asking you to do. He's not guiding you in that aspect. All he's telling the town and you, we can't remove her. We're not asking you to remove her. Vote no competence, censor her. Get her off being our mayor. That's it. She has multiple things she needs to address. Our mayor is not our mayor right now. I will again plead with you all to appoint Terrence Benson as our mayor. He has shown this town multiple times and in multiple situations that he can lead our town into greatness.
Did you put the phone number
I
up?
ask you right now, stop this meeting and go into executive session and show us that you support what we're asking of you. Stop listening to him if he is not guiding you properly, because we know who put him there. I will ask for his resignation next. You
Amen.
have it within you. Go into executive session right now, censor her, and vote no competence. You have it right now. Go do it. Show our town you are looking out for our best interest. Telling us we can't remove her. We know you can't. We're doing that. But what you can show us is that you support us in the recall process. Go vote now. I demand it of this town. My tax-paying dollars for both my home and my business demand it. Enough is enough. I'm telling you right now, this is not acceptable. He's not guiding you properly. He's the next one to go. I promise you. I'm coming after him next. Go vote.
Can I ask one more question?
You're not gonna guide them now.
Anybody else calling in?
They should go into executive session.
Ma'am, you're out of line.
No, I'm not.
You are, it's decorum, you can't do that. You can't.
I'm really not.
Is everybody done commenting?
No, somebody else go.
We can't have seconds this time, sorry.
Somebody else go.
Does somebody else have a comment? Is anybody else have a comment?
Comment. Ask. Tell them to go.
Hi, good evening. My name is Andrea McCann, and I live at 77 White Birch Court. I agree with everything that has been said this evening. Mr. Benson, I think you should take the seat as mayor.
Can you put the
And
phone number
why
up?
can't she then be not demoted, but brought to a councilwoman? And you can still have your quorum, you can still have the 5 of you. She can be removed as mayor. She won't have the same rights in a sense as the mayor would. Benson, I know what you're capable of. I really think that that would be fair enough for everybody, or, you know, you're not willing to.
In this day and age, put the phone number up.
Remove her, I think bringing her down to another position will sort of hold while we fill the spot of mayor. Thank you.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I just want to say the fact that he didn't correct her speaks volumes because he's been correcting everybody else that was wrong. So, yo, y'all do something. What do y'all do? Do something.
Sir,
I know. Y'all gonna have to turn off this mic. He didn't correct
Yes.
her. Anything that she said.
Sir,
He
please stand.
listen, bro. She
There we go.
Please, we did hear your concerns.
For the record, we are going into executive session after the public portion of the meeting is over.
see, I told you. See how he corrected that? Notice how he didn't correct her? Just saying. I'm just
Call in,
putting it out
guys.
there.
It's on the agenda, it's on our agenda.
609 676 0568.
Just point it out.
If nobody else has any more comments, I'm gonna close the vote.
Hey, how are you? Good evening, ladies on the board and gentlemen. Good evening, people here. My name is David Villalba from Mount Holly. Everybody has said what you needed to hear, and it's really a crisis. One of the things I would ask the attorney, and one of the things I would ask from you, seeing how you kind of working around in circles here, are you working
Call
on
in,
some
guys.
ethics?
609 676 0568.
You have to implement a lot of ethics. I'm looking at the 360 ethics. There's a lot of ethics regulation, as the young lady said here. There's a lot of ethics here that cover that. So I can go through it and I can present them to you legally if you like.
No, like, we were discussing.
Well,
that.
you better address that to the people too, because the public would like to hear it. You guys require, according to a lot of ethics, the state of New Jersey to abide by it.
I will after the speaker.
Speaking to the sheriff, the chief? Chief, how are you? I say it with all due respect. I have a question for you. If someone's at the bar, someone leaves the bar, turns over someone to that person who's leaving the bar drunk, is the bar's responsibility to make sure they get home safely? Put them on an Uber? Generally, the bar's responsible for someone leaving drunk and getting in the car, right? Okay, so who handed the child over to her? Shouldn't we investigate that? So that's important, right? We have to have accountability and transparency. We have to hold them who handed that child over to her responsible. Are you gonna take that up, your attorney?
I'm not the criminal attorney, I represent.
Okay, well, we need that, that's something that we need to address. I mean, with all due, I pray for her healing. I pray for the family's healing. I hope that everything gets resolved. But it needs to be done by the family, both of them, all of them. All of them need to concentrate on that, not be torn. One is working someplace else and one is working here. She needs help. She's gonna lose her license. Am I right, Chief? A driving license. She's gonna lose her driving license? If she doesn't have a license, her husband's gotta drive her around or do things. So I don't know how she's gonna be able to handle the town's work for the citizens. That's gonna be something that's really difficult. Again, I think it's something that we need to pray for her and, you know, wish her the best. But she needs to step back, concentrate on herself, family, her friends, and you, and the town, and the citizens. Give it a good appearance. As someone here has said earlier, the press is here. The press is here because this is important. This isn't something we can just go, oh, gee, one up, you know, let's walk away from it. No, it's gonna be addressed, it's gonna be taken. People are gonna make blogs about it, podcasts about it, so on and so on. The other thing, I invite the press, please.
Is anyone
come out
calling
to
in?
Mount Holly. As Jeff was saying.
Has
it's
anyone tried to
important
call in?
Mount Holly to see that the press is involved, because they do a lot of things in there that really shouldn't be done. I applaud you for your actions, but it would be nice to have more actions. Now, as far as,
Okay.
I didn't get up to address the marijuana. As far as that's concerned, please don't be like Mount Holly. We have seven, Jeff, or 6? We have 7. Why do we need 7 marijuana stores? Is everybody getting high in Mount Holly? Or is everybody getting high around there? I hope you guys, you approved it. How many marijuana places do you have in Lumberton?
So far, that's coming.
So please, keep it at one. That doesn't show a good reflection. Kids look at that, people look at that and says, oh, look, there's a marijuana place. It's okay to get a little high. And that's gonna carry over. I don't know why they have
Lefty,
7.
step in there.
Come on, it's ridiculous. So, and another one on the way. Do we really need that? You don't need that. I know that's Mount Holly's problem, but press, please be there for that. I invite you, I deplore you to go. Please go to Mount Holly.
Sir, you have
Be at
30
Mount Holly.
seconds left.
I appreciate the time, but address that with her, embrace her, support her. As a committee, support her, give her love, give her the help she needs, and her family, and tell her that they need to work together. It's a family issue. It's not her. He threw her under the bus. It's not one person that has the disease. It's the family that has the whole disease. It's a group of people. So let's tell them to work together. Thank you.
Point of privilege. There are people trying to call in that have disability rights. They're trying to call you now to speak.
They didn't call to confirm.
They didn't call to confirm? So
Only one gentleman called, and
that one gentleman is going to be filing a complaint. All right? Just so you know, if you guys are ignoring the calls, the phone is right there. I can see the,
call the gentleman.
they're calling in.
I will refer to the solicitor for advice.
They're not up for public comment, and they did not request an ADA accommodation. And that phone is not an open phone.
So,
They have to request
you've allowed it before, but not this time? You've allowed it before, but not this time for people to call in?
providing public comment. I believe you already.
He did, he called.
I called.
He's not-
Someone else called.
The
I
other
called.
gentleman called, and the number came up and was confirmed, and that was the only call I was taking because he was confirmed.
Well, there you go, Ronco.
Phone number to the person who requested ADA accommodations.
Other people are with accommodations. I work with people with with the disabilities, and they're trying to call in to express what they'd like to talk about in this town. They're calling in now. They're being ignored.
You have to call in prior to, yeah, you can't just, it's not a live thing.
Well, I was actually told by Bobby that that actually wouldn't happen, so nobody can call in. But I guess is that what you said to me? She did tell me that.
I didn't say that. I
You did?
indicated,
Yeah. Nobody else called to request ADA accommodations.
Nobody else called.
no,
Nobody
there's
else.
only one individual who called me today.
So there's a lot of people that have, disabilities that would like to call in.
We would have been willing to provide them an opportunity to provide public comment.
All right, you hear that, guys? They're not going to let you guys call in. Blow up the phone, I guess.
My name is Michael McCann. I'm at 77 White Birch Court in Lumberton. I don't know if I'm the only person in here who finds it funny that most of the dispensaries in Mount Holly are on High Street, but
Call in.
but I'm relatively
609-676-0568.
4 years, and I'm
609-676-0568.
I'm embarrassed to say that I live in Lumberton and that this has been allowed to go on. Everybody has seen the video. I've never seen anybody that bad. And that's our leader. And, the past 2 times I've been here, that chair is empty. But the last thing she needs right now is to be the leader of this town. She needs help. Okay, because she had to go to the hospital because number one, she was driving without a license.
609-676-0568.
And, number 3, she had a blood alcohol level that I've never heard.
Only 75
being
people
that
on their
high.
chat.
She needs help. She can't get help while she's doing this job. There has to be some kind of morals clause. There has to be some kind of way where you guys, as our other leaders, are able to jump in and make sure that things are running right. something very similar just happened on the national level, and I don't want to get into it. But we have to have these kind of safeguards in place. Because when something like this happens, and she can't be allowed to say, I'm just not going to give up my job. And that's all I got to say. Thank you.
Thank you.
I've got one quick question, comment. Mary Ann of Lumberton Township, please allow this video to be posted. That's all my final comment. Thank you.
Anybody else?
I'm not going to do it this time.
Public comment portion. Committeeman Benson.
Closing public comment.
This week I'm just going to thank you for public comment and move on with the agenda.
No, I don't have.
I will ask him to point to the code.
I'm not going to have any comments, just to say thanks again for coming out. I was going to respond, but I got cut off. I do agree with governor's sentiments. You asked, but it kind of got cut, so yeah, that's okay. But thanks for everybody coming out. And I just also want to say, like, this week, with emails that have been coming in, with the committee deliberating and, you know, individually thinking about how we're going to move forward. It's been a lot, so I thank you guys for still coming out. I thank you for your patience during this time. I understand everybody's outrage and upset. We're all residents, and we all feel it too. So we're going to go into, oh, I just wanted to say thanks to all of our professionals who have been available 24/7 pretty much since this happened. And again, to our police who behaved with decorum and professionalism and a duty to serve. With that, do we have executive session? Bobby, please read the title of the executive session resolutions for record purposes.
Yes, Resolution 2025-86, resolution authorizing executive session pursuant to NJSA 10:4-12, matters relating to litigation, personal matters, negotiation, and attorney-client privilege.
File a complaint. File a complaint.
Resolution 25-36 to go into executive session.
So moved, Benson.
Have a second.
Second.
Committeeman Benson?
I'm sorry, roll call please.
Yes.
Committeeman Robinson?
Yes.
Committeewoman Smith?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Fay?
Yes.
I'm sorry?
I don't believe any action will be taken tonight. We'll confirm. And we, we'll confirm.
And just to remind everyone that's present, it is still live streaming on YouTube, so anything that you can say will be broadcasted, so keep that in mind, and thank you. And we adjourn to executive session.
They're going to do a closed session meeting here, executive session. I'm going to try and get with the dude in the red hat and the guy in the gray sweatshirt. If I can. You guys are good, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, everybody liked you.
Yeah, thank you.
They liked what you had to say, brother. I'm gonna try and find out what by him and see what's going on in Mount Holly. Oh, what's up, brother? Are you able to tell me what's going on in Mount Holly? I go to council meetings all over. So I go to Union City, Edison, New Jersey, where they banned the flag.
Well, yesterday had a meeting.
Do you mind being on camera? No. Okay.
Yesterday had a fire commission meeting, and they appointed Jason Carty to be the director of personnel or whatever the job title was, and they don't let people talk. They don't let them respond. The people on the board cannot respond to the people. So everybody goes home mad. If you go back to the March 3rd and March 5th meetings,
You're gonna have to watch them.
you have to watch the whole thing in entirety and listen to how they talk to the people. They didn't want, before they even appointed Jason Carty, they didn't want anybody to speak until after they had already appointed him. Then when the people speak, nobody spoke highly of him. They all had problems. Like he was kicked out of the firehouse. Now he's running the firehouse. Twice. He's not even allowed in the firehouse. Now he's the head of player personnel. That's your husband.
Somebody's saying you should file a complaint with the Attorney General. Have you tried to do that?
Right now, I heard that there is a suit about his appointment, and they appointed him anyway yesterday.
They appointed him anyway.
Yeah. So he, according to
Mount Holly, how far is that from here?
3 miles.
3 miles.
3 miles. But I saw it because it was put on my table, that there is a lawsuit saying he was improperly hired. And then they went into executive session and came out and appointed him with according to the lawsuit, it sounds like there were conflicts of interest and other problems.
Right.
But anyway, they appointed him anyway last night, even though they've been served with papers saying.
Do you know
that
when the next meeting is?
It was just yesterday, so it's going to be about a month.
About a month. Some towns hold them every 2 weeks. What?
No, same with our council meetings. It used to be twice a month. Now it's once a month, and you can only talk for 3 minutes.
You said
not 5
it
minutes.
went from 5 minutes to 3 minutes?
Yeah, a long time ago. But they don't want you to speak. And then when you speak, they never respond.
Right.
Like even the lawyer at last night's meeting, they're saying, you do not respond. This is a public speaking meeting. We don't respond. We're not responding to you.
Crazy.
And it's just crazy. And right now, even in the township council, they're trying to rezone for the hospital. And they wanted to rezone a bunch of houses.
Do they do that in a separate meeting? Do they do a zoning meeting separate, or do they do a combined meeting where it's zoning and a council meeting?
Well, we have a planning and zoning board, but the council was going to redesignate it a hospital zone.
Right.
And they include a bunch of houses, but they didn't notify any of the residents that they're going to be in the zone.
And they have to do that.
Well, they said they didn't have to.
Well, they have to.
So I asked him, I said, well, how would you like your house to be in the zone?
Right.
Because they did this 25 years ago in Mount Holly.
Right.
They took houses and they eminent domained them for the good of the hospital. And those houses have been gone for 20, 25 years. Some of the residents there had found out about it,
Right.
and they were there. Said, you took our house
Right.
20 years ago.
Right.
And what'd you do? You made a nasty parking lot. You never fixed anything. So how is it in the public good? And you took it off the tax rolls. So they're going to go, I think they're going to change it now.
You might see me at the next meeting.
Well, the next meeting at the town council, I think, is in 2 weeks. It's on Monday. And they make it weird hours. Sometimes it's 6 o'clock, so you can't get there. A lot of their meetings, they moved them from